In this lecture, we are looking at page and TabBar components. But to make the examples a little bit more fun, we are going to use the SwipeView component again and have something pleasing to the eye that the user can play with. We're going to go to Qt Creator and play with us. Okay, here we are in Qt Creator. Before I start any project, I want to come to the help here and look at the things we are interested in. I'm going to look at the page component. And if you look here, it is a container which makes it convenient to add header and footer items to a page. Okay, you have a header here, you have the content, and you have a footer. If this is what you are interested in, the page component is your thing. Okay, you see that we also have a couple of other properties that we can use. Let's look at the TabBar component. It provides a tab-based navigation model. Okay, basically like what we had in a page indicator, but now we are using tabs. If you scroll down here, you see a better visual on what tabs look like. And this is what we're going to try. So now let's create a new project. It's a Qt Quick application. We call it page TabBar demo. Save it in the usual location. Choose our Qt version, choose our kit, and finish. We want to change this title here and say page and something like this. And we want to import our Qt Quick controls module. We are trying to build something like this. Okay, the user has the ability to swipe through user interface components, but down here you see that we have a tab bar that the user can click on to move to the location where they desire. It is possible to use a tab bar like this. Now that the destination is in place, let's start building our thing. We want to add a page component. We give it an ID of page, and we want it to fill the entire parent. Inside we have a SwipeView component because we want the user to be able to swipe through the UI components. ID is going to be swipe, and it's also going to fill the parent, which is going to be this page component here. A page component must have a component that is the main component inside, and this SwipeView is playing that role for us here. The next thing I want to do is to provide a footer. Our footer is going to be a TabBar component, and we are going to put some tabs inside. We want to give it an ID as well. And we want its current index to be the same as the current index for our SwipeView component here. So we're going to say SwipeView ID current index. And we should come here and do the same. So current index is the same as the current index as the TabBar component. Now we want to put some content in the TabBar. So we're going to say tab button, and we want to give it a text property of first. We're going to copy this 2 times because we want to have 3 components that we can show. This is going to be second. This is going to be third. You can do that. And now we want to put something inside the SwipeView here. I am going to put in 3 image components and set their source property to something. We are going to get our images from the internet this time. If you want to use local images, you already know how to do that. Please check the SwipeView and page indicator lecture. And in fact, we are going to use the same images we used in that lecture. So I copy and paste this a couple of times, and change the names for these images like this and run our application. We have our thing here, and it should be loading the images from the internet now. Okay, you see our image here. Click on second, you see it. Click on third, you see it. And they are coming right from the internet. But what I want you to focus on is that this UI you see here is wrapped in a page component, and we don't have to do any anchoring to have this TabBar displayed here. We just use a page component. We give it the main widget to show, which is our SwipeView here, and then we specify a footer. We just specified a footer component, but if we go to the documentation for page component, you're going to see that it can also take a header. Okay, it can be any item. So let's look at the header here. We can actually copy this example and put our header on top of our SwipeView here. Okay, we can change this text here because we want some static text. Okay, we say page and TabBar demo because that's what we are working on. Let's run. Okay, you see our header here is being displayed. If you want this, you can use it like this. You can really put anything here. Even if you wanted, you could put a rectangle. Okay, give it a width of parent width. Give it a height of 50 and give it a color of red, for example, and run. And you see our rectangle here. Header and footer components are available to you to put in whatever you see fit to serve your particular needs. This covers all I had to say in this lecture. It really is simple to use a page component. You just have to provide the main component, which is the SwipeView in this case, and then you can specify header and footer components and put in whatever you like. In the next lecture, we are going to look at the text area component. I'll see you there.